Donald Trump has announced this morning when asked whether or not he is going to be striking Iran, he said, quote, "I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I can tell you this, that Iran's got a lot of trouble." He says Iran has reached out overnight, but that it's late in the game to be talking. Now, Donald Trump is souring right now on the idea of talking to Iran and moving towards the idea of direct U.S. involvement in the conflict. Now, here's what that would look like. If the United States strikes Iran, it would target one nuclear facility in the area of Foruz. It's a nuclear facility that has a bunker deep in the ground. And the United States currently has the bunker busters that are needed to collapse the nuclear facility. This wouldn't be an all out bombing campaign across Iran. This would be targeted at nuclear facilities, but would drag the United States into war. And overnight, Supreme Leader Khamenei of Iran issued a warning saying that Iran will not surrender and that any U.S. military intervention would lead to irreparable damage. Now, before I continue, I'll be reporting all day and all night, so be sure to subscribe to my Substack by clicking the button below to support or send a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. Donald Trump said Khamenei is an easy target. He said America's patience is wearing thin, demanding Iran's unconditional surrender, but it looks as though Iran will not be surrendering. Trump is increasingly open to using military force on Iran's nuclear sites, though he still is kind of saying that diplomacy is an option. Iranian foreign ministry spokesperson said that a U.S. military intervention would be a recipe for an all out war in the region. He reiterated that Iran, too, is open to diplomatic solutions. The IAEA confirmed that two Iranian centrifuge production facilities were hit, including buildings at the Tehran Research Center and the Tessa Karaj workshop. International tourists in Israel remain stranded because Israel's airspace has remained closed. Birthright Israel, which is an organization that brings young college students from America to Israel, had approximately 1,500 participants put them on a boat from Israel to Cyprus. Chinese President Xi Jinping expressed concern over Israel's military actions, offering China's assistance in mediating the conflict. So it's going to be a long day. We're going to see whether or not the United States decides to enter the war in Iran. That will be decided probably, if I had to guess, by the end of today at the latest tomorrow morning. So we'll see. I'll be providing you updates all day. In non-Israel news, California lawmakers that toured a detention facility in Adalento reported poor conditions for immigrants who have been detained in worksite raids, including no clean clothes or towels for 10 days, dirty bathrooms, and limited access to family and legal counsel. The families of the detainees said that they struggle to locate their loved ones in the system, highlighting concerns about detainee treatment and transparency. According to The Wired, a controversial new Appeal to Heaven flag is now being flown atop the Small Business Administration building in Washington, D.C. Now, folks, this flag is the flag that was flown by far right nationalists on January 6, 2021, as they stormed the United States Capitol, and now it is being flown atop the Small Business Administration. Donald Trump was reportedly furious after his director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, posted an unauthorized video warning that, quote, warmongers have brought the world dangerously close to nuclear annihilation. She filmed the video in Hiroshima, claiming that political elites are responsible for escalating nuclear tensions, suggesting that they feel protected while ordinary people face the consequences. It was posted shortly after Trump met with pro-Israel hawks urging support for strikes on Iran. Today's a big day for the United States economy. The Federal Reserve will announce interest rates decision at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's widely expected to hold interest rates steady for the fourth time this year. Federal Fed officials, including Chair Powell, are waiting to assess the economic impact of Donald Trump's tariffs before considering any rate changes. And some economists warn that Trump's trade agenda could spark renewed inflation. A federal judge in Miami, Florida, found Florida Attorney General James Utmeyer in contempt of court for enforcing a blocked immigration law and boasting about it publicly. The contempt ruling highlights ongoing tensions between the judiciary and the executive in Florida. A new large-scale study suggests that living near U.S. coastal waters heavily polluted with microplastics may significantly increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, stroke, and coronary artery disease. And there is some tension in the tech world. Amazon CEO told employees that AI agents and generative AI tools will likely reduce the company's workforce in the coming years. And OpenAI CEO Sam Altman said Meta has offered his top AI staff massive incentives, including $100 million signing bonuses, to try to draw them to Meta away from OpenAI. Folks, that's all the news right now. It's going to be a busy news day, especially with what's happening in Iran. I'll provide you updates every step of the way. Subscribe to my Substack to support or send that one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron Parnas, and I'll see you this evening.